Reasonable clout. Reasonable clout. We don't need a lot, just a decent amount. It's reasonable clout. 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 It's reasonable clout.
Yo, 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 yo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, Nick.
There you go. I was waiting on it. What's good? What's good?
Up,
What's
boy?
good?
Had that OGA boy.
We up in this thing, man. Episode 15.
Ooh.
Episode 15.
We halfway to 30.
Halfway there. We came a long way. Man.
The mission is to go farther.
Of course.
The journey is never ending.
Yes, sir, man. You got your boy Culture Q in this thing with my main man Ben Savvy, Red Wolf. How you doing, my brother?
Great. On a mission to be greater. You already know, player. How you living? What? How you living? What?
We good. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn your head a lot to that motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. Back in the gym. I had I had this partner. He real big into personal training, and I tried to get him to put me on. He ain't hit me back yet. Maybe he'll get me a plan together. I don't know. That nigga, I don't know, but hopefully he'll get me right so I have something to do.
This dude sent me this info. He was like, man, I'm just, a certain weight. Where we trying to get you to? And we never heard of where we was trying to go.
You sure? I think he hit you back. If you look at the phone, I think he hit you back.
Man, that's
I'm pretty sure he hit you back, man. And he was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. That's the target. You feel me?
But speaking of target, man, I went to Target and I went ahead and got you this, my brother. You know what I mean?
Is that gonna be like my money? I'm gonna have to wait for a minute to get it, or you about to?
It's about to be like 2 years after the 30th episode.
Because I see you got another shirt on.
Yeah, man, we back in motion.
Hold on, this unprofessional. Nah, it's all good, baby. That look good though. That look beautiful. Yeah, it's all good. Take some pictures before you cut into it. I'll call you afterwards. All right, bye. Yeah, I had to take that. She baked the cake. It's wifey birthday today. I ain't even realize my wife's birthday because your son was yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they tourist relatives.
Got the bulls in the building.
Yes, sir. But damn, let me do it the proper way. Proper. Make sure you follow us on all social media at Reasonable Clout Podcast, on X at Clout and Reason, and on YouTube at Reasonable Clout Podcast. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that hype button, and tap in with us, man.
Run it up.
But we ready to get into it, man. Get into our first topic.
If you
we got Druski with another skit. Did he knock it out the park again?
Bro, I've truncated the character right here. You see me? I was embodying Little John. Let's go. If you want it. One more time. Let me get it right. I gotta get into it. If you want it, we can get it. Let me know. Shout it. Okay. That's what I meant right there, bruv.
Man, my man hit us with another with another skit. This time he coming at the British actors.
For UK,
But you know what's crazy? This why this nigga is so genius, man. Because he really be taking real life situations and putting it on the screen, because for a while now, that's kind of been a talk of Hollywood. Like, damn, these British actors coming over here taking all the American actors' jobs. And there'll be a lot of these actors you ain't even know was British until you got him in an interview. Yeah, I really had to tap into the character, you know?
You gotta do it like that, mate. Like I'm doing it right now. A lot of people can't, get deep into character like me. Yeah. And it's why I say I feel like it should go Hollywood, be right good in America,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what you think about this skit, man?
I liked it, Crody. You know what I'm saying? You already know how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
These type of things is needed, bro. I mean, we've been seeing this shit for years. The thing is, all these things that he's bringing up in these skits is just a lot of things that everybody already thinking and want to address, but don't know how to. And so through satire, he's been given the ability to.
You good? I see you.
He's
You
been
good?
given the ability to, express what we all think and feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, this nigga a genius. I mean, all the way from the production of the skit to the accent, he really like embodied that accent. It was just masterful, man. Salute to Druski, man. Keep that shit going. I'm telling you, man, this nigga needed. I know we out of that phase of entertainment, but this nigga need a sketch show, man. Cause just imagine if all these skits was running concurrently. You know what I'm saying?
But also imagine if he had all these skits, think of the controversy that came up after each little skit. So now whatever networks behind him will have to deal with that. With him being under his own shit, he can take the bulk of everything that come at him and it not be effective. He ain't, he won't lose as much far as the brand goes. You know what I mean? But say if you had a larger company behind, they'd be like, "Oh, well, we feel such and such made a this that's how they do it automatically." It was an anti-Semitic thing that was said, and then they try to shut you all the way out. Through this route, shit, he good to go, man. You seen how he did, man. He did the Roots movie, man. He did the what's my man's
He
what we
did the
doing?
Snowfall.
Yep, he did a snowfall act.
Damn
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
shit
we
was
good to
genius,
go.
man. The shit was genius, man. But we ain't gonna stay on it too long. We ain't gotta drag it out, man. But go Drewski, man. Keep that shit going. Where we going next? Actually, do we want to keep it on the lighter note?
Yeah, let's keep it light still.
All right, let's go to this
I was
complex.
about to say the same thing. That's crazy too.
Yeah. Did you check out the list? I could pull the list up.
Yeah, I pulled some of the stuff up that they had, and
Talk to me. I'm listening.
so it's funny because I had wrote some shit, and I was like, "Damn, with this shit, you thinking about all these shows, and as you were speaking, we was talking about earlier, think about platforms, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like now you think about the war going on at this moment, and it's like attention is like the oil now. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
got individuals basically finding gold standing in certain areas and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Far as this ability to be able to content create. You know what I mean? This is just like the oil runs, the gold rushes, everything.
Mm.
So, having these people with these different platforms has opened doors for a lot of other individuals. Because you remember this, it was a time where this wasn't even it. You couldn't even get niggas to sit down and talk. Period.
Right.
Now, shit, hey, that's all motherfuckers want to do everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You got the OGs dry snitching out here on the. they telling that.
Shit, shit, crazy.
Niggas is pillow talking. Everything is going down. But that was my perspective on it, though.
Well, let's take a quick look at the list itself, man. Let's see who made it. Now, some of these names I don't fucking know. I know Rob Markman came in at 35 out of New York. Let's see, we got at 34. I'm Dante. I've seen him do some reactions to some albums. I don't know this guy. I ain't even gonna try to say that name. Pierre is his last name.
Alphonse Pierre.
Mm-hmm. Got Elliot Wilson at 32. We got Underground Sound at 31. I never heard of them. DJ Head and Gina Fuse. I fuck with them. I watched some of their interviews. I don't know this dude either. Arshan Jawade. Jawade. I don't know.
Scroll down. Let me see his picture again. Yeah, I think he do like comedy shit, maybe.
It's a featured on Kids Takeover, known for music focused conversation with underground rappers. We got the kid Mero at 28. He been making some big moves. He on Hot 95 now. Mornings with Mero. He's been doing with my man with my man 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Mello, he was doing a pod with him. The art of dialogue. You seen that? He be having some pretty. He almost like Vlad how he do his interviews.
Oh, he just get niggas to tell on themselves and
Not necessarily. I'm more so saying the style. Like you don't see Vlad. You just see
Vlad
the
face.
person, and that's kind of what he do. He definitely he definitely bit off of Vlad with that. We got Jim Jones at 26.
What are you on there for?
He do Let's Rap About It, and he also have
it.
Artist to Artist, his own podcast. Got Nori. He dropped all the way down to 25. I think the last couple of years he was at least in the top 10. For Drink.
On the run eating, man. So what you
Drink
mean?
Champs. We got Shannon Sharp at 24. I don't know why he's on the hip hop. You crazy. I don't know why he on the hip hop list. He do Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. I don't know what they got to do with hip hop.
He pull in hip hop artists and he black, so
Trap Lord Ross. He more of on an academic side of the internet. Like just covering street wars. You gonna see your Fulio doc. This nigga gonna make that shit. This nigga from he a British nigga too. But he gonna cover like all the street beefs and all this shit, niggas getting killed. This what this nigga doing.
Oh, so you make his money off our controversy.
See, look, true crime YouTube documentaries.
Yeah.
That's what that nigga do. We got Lauren LaRosa. She's now with the Breakfast Club. She be doing good work. We got Narwar at 21. I'm sure you've seen some of his stuff.
Yeah.
Keep it going. At 20, we got Nadeska. You know, she did the J. Cole interview this year. Got Neon. This a fuck boy for real, man. At 19, man, he like race. He do like some racist shit, like
I seen
calling
some of
niggas
his
monkeys
stuff,
and shit.
and now he trying to clear that shit out. And then
Yeah,
now I ain't gonna go into it. Whatever.
fuck that nigga. Now we got Gilly and Wallow at 18. They dropped quite a bit too, but I don't know. They didn't have any really, big moments last year. At 17, we got Bootleg Kev. I like his shit. Then we got at 16, John. I ain't even gonna try to say that last name. John and Joe. I ain't saying neither one of those last names.
Look like Karamanika.
Monica. At 15, we got Cameron. He on there for It Is What It Is and Talk with Flea. At 14, we got Frazier Tharp. He did the Jay-Z interview for GQ. That was big fun. We got Big Bank at 13. Yes, sir. One time for a real nigga, man.
Yes, sir.
One time for a real nigga, man.
Yeah, sir.
At 12, we got Castanat. I don't know what he really did significant last year.
Where the fuck is Castanat?
He haven't been streaming. He quit streaming. He's doing like fashion now, some shit. He's doing a clothing brand. At 11, we got On the Radar. They got a lot of good freestyles and cats coming in there freestyling and shit. At 10, we got Black Boy Max. He's another streamer. He have a lot of artists coming in and getting in the booth, things of that sort. At 9, we got Ebro. I watch his morning show, the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show. They come on daily on the weekdays. We got at 8, Kirko. I never heard of this platform at all. Being the quickest to deliver breaking hip hop news on X. Oh, so that's why I ain't on X like that. At 7, we got Rory and Maul. Or like DJ Academics like to call him, Rory and Millie Mall. At 6, we got Anthony Fantano. He do a lot of album reviews. At 5, we got Charlamagne the God. We know who that is. Breakfast Club and Brilliant Idiots. At 4, we got Fat Joe and Jadakiss. Dog, that's fastest
crazy.
growing motherfucking podcast, bro.
Crazy, bro.
They less than a year in, bro. And at 4, dog. Oh, last year they was at 15. Okay, so I guess they are a year in. Well, time flying. At 3, we got DJ Vlad. We all know what the hell he do. At 2, we got the Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast. And then at number 1, we got Academics.
What all he do? How
He
he
just
get
stream.
he the DJ Academics?
He used to DJ back in school, back in college. I mean, hey, that's the list, man. Congratulations to everybody that made the list, man. We're gonna be on that motherfucker one day, dog. One of these years, they gonna have goddamn Reasonable Clout on there.
Coming for it.
You heard?
Don't even worry about it. Y'all just leveraging y'all celebrity. Niggas gonna show y'all how to really make it.
I mean, a lot of those guys didn't. A lot of those guys
No.
came up on their platforms. You feel me? Like we're doing. So if they could do it,
you gotta remember the top individuals in there. They.
But academic didn't come up off of celebrity. You feel me? DJ Vlad ain't come off of celebrity. You feel me? If we really want to count, it's only about maybe 8 of them had celebrity before
what
media.
regular shit did they have that didn't involve no celebrities?
But they had to do that before they got to the celebrities. They had to put that time in. You feel me? And then the celebrity. You know who I'm surprised ain't on that list? Damn, I wonder what he got to say about that shit. Why ain't Grits and Eggs on that list? If Joe and Jada on that list, Grits and Eggs podcast shit, I know you ain't too familiar with them, but they really been putting it in this last calendar year. So they should have been on there, dog. I know Deontay saying some shit about that, like why the fuck they ain't on there. Grits and Eggs definitely should be on there. They're definitely hip hop and they're definitely media. And they're definitely making a big splash in the game right now. They'll be on there next year for sure.
But was it enough though? You know what I mean?
I feel it was enough. Like I said, if Joe and Jay, well, you know they got the celebrity.
Different. I was gonna say it's totally different. Nah, but they getting there.
I don't know. I think a couple of those motherfuckers could have came out. Like Elliot, salute to him, but he didn't really. I don't know. I guess they. I don't know. I don't think they did too. I don't think Elliot should have been. It's some people that could have came off that list for them to come on that list. Is what I'm basically getting at. But anyway, we ain't got to drag it, man. Shouts to everybody that made it. Where we going next, man?
What we got? So we just jumped off of the well, since we dealing with all these celebrities and what they got going on, let's go ahead and tap in with your boy, man.
My
AB.
boy?
Yeah.
Nah, that's your boy. This your lane. This your lane. You do the boxing, man. So you tell me what's going on.
He ain't boxing, so I mean,
hey, he come from boxing. He come from boxing.
He ain't boxing at this point, so
he come from boxing, man. We're talking about Adrien Broner, man. He recently was on, I don't know the guy name, stream he was on.
I believe it's Dean the Great.
Okay.
Was it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong out there, people.
Yeah, I really don't know. But so he was on the stream. But this not even just off of the stream. That was just the latest thing. But I'm going back to when he was on It Is What It Is, and Cameron had to check him because he on there flirting with the co-host.
Wasn't she? Ain't she on the list?
Nah, she ain't on the list. That was Nadeska. I think Nadeska.
No.
Damn, Nadeska the only female that was on the list. Damn, that's fucked up.
No.
Yeah. We go back to it. I'm telling you. There wasn't no other female on the list. She was the only female on the list, Nadeska.
Man, it started with an L or something, a female.
Oh, Lauren Rosa, but she from
Is she a female?
That's
a female.
She from the Breakfast Club. She from the Breakfast Club. So it was 2 females on the list. You're right. But it wasn't her. This nigga was flirting with, damn, what's her fucking name? I'm trying to think of her name. But she's the one that moderate on It Is What It Is. I haven't seen her on there lately though. I'm wondering what's going on with that. But anyway, that's a question for another day. But he's just been really belligerent and like drunk and It Is What It Is. I believe they record early in the morning. So this nigga drunk and shit like at 6 in the morning, you know, while they
But
maybe he
it ain't. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, bro could have been up and out all last night, especially
but
with.
how often is he like this though?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't with him every day. I don't fuck with him. I ain't.
Okay,
We ain't
so I'm
friends.
saying judging by the stream he was just on, like
I don't like to judge by streams because you know streams is streams. That shit could be a full stage episode.
all right, man. What you think about what you think about the stream, dog?
Which stream?
The latest one that he was on,
That
nigga.
he
That's
was
what.
on? Yeah,
Yeah.
nigga. You already said, nigga. I don't know what the fuck he had going on. But you already know. I mean, it could have been a little saucy. This ain't sauce though. This is alkaline water for those. This you know putting that love in my body, man.
I guess that's all we got to say about this, man. I thought my man was gonna come on here and talk some shit, man. Being that this is a boxer, a former boxer, and now he just let himself go and
That's it.
he
You let
hitting the
yourself go.
Dougie on the hitting the Dougie on the stream and scaring away all the hoes and nigga just is nigga just wilding out, man. But another cat that's wilding out right now, probably for a good reason. We got
Man,
my man Finesse two
what?
times, man. He ran his contract through ChatGPT. Or is it GP? Damn, did I fuck it up? It's GPT, ain't it? No,
Yeah,
GBT? It's
yeah.
GPT?
PT.
Oh, okay. I fucked it up, man. Never mind the B. Um, but he ran it through ChatGPT. And you know who got me fucked up? Joe Button keeps saying ChatGPT. And that shit
He
done
stuck in your head.
stuck in my motherfucking head. But anyway, he ran it through
Oh, and you got.
ChatGPT. What?
Man, they gonna think we retarded, man.
I just said I got it fucked up on here. I
Uh,
just said that.
oh, you actually talking about
The
the text?
spelling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I got it fucked up on here. I
I
just
thought
when
you
I
was
was
just
just
talking about
reading
when
it.
you was just saying it.
No. I fucked it up on here.
Yeah, man.
I thought I fixed that shit though. Anyway, I'm
Y'all
dragging
go
it out, man.
y'all go to
That's why I
chat
just said never
GBT.
mind the B. But anyway, he ran it through ChatGPT, and I still keep saying it. And basically ChatGPT was telling him that he pretty much fucked. He pretty much fucked. Like they got him for that. It looked like for life. He locked in. And if you seeing in his latest music videos that he released, he's going by 250 Ricky.
Yeah.
He trying to
Well,
do the Prince thing.
he gonna have to do the Prince thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got that's the only way.
Talking to the mic, my brother.
Remember, everybody is we all entities,
Mm-hmm.
and just as much as all right. So say they own this particular entity named Finesse two times. Well, Finesse two times is stuck with them, but what did my man's line say? Heard motherfuckers saying they made Hove. Made Hove say, okay, so make another Hove.
Mm-hmm.
So he can do the 250 Ricky. Same with Prince. Prince had to go to Symbol, because they had him locked in on some bullshit and wasn't wanting to come off of his shit. You know what I mean? After he realized certain things was going on per se. So it's like the same thing with him. Shit, jump on that 250 Ricky shit and run it up on their ass. Let him have hold of finesse. You know, let them have hold of that motherfucking name. That's it. That's all they buying is that name that's on the paperwork, not the actual individual. It's that entity. Legal documentation, everybody. Think about that. You do the same thing. Go on and you can create as many entities of yourself as you want to and sign on these different contracts. Go ahead.
The only fucked up thing is you take all these years to build up this name. Now everybody don't know you 250 Ricky. Did you know before I just said it?
What? Yeah.
You know it was 250 Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody don't know that shit. So your
I sent that to you like a few weeks ago. I was like, yo, he had dropped some new shit. But he went again. I said
I just noticed it on my own. I was like, I know they was already calling him like he do the streaming where he playing the the fucking game.
Finesse gamer.
Yeah, but it's the actual game. Anyway, but that's what he go by. GTA. Yeah. That's what he go back by on there is 250 Ricky. That's what they call him. So that's why he just slid it on into the music like fuck it. So all them they know he 250 Ricky, but I just think it's fucked up that you build his name for all this time. And now you gotta forfeit the name just so you could get out of it. Man, it's just fucked up.
Remember when DMX came out back in the days and told everybody about the industry? Went on Death Poetry and got it on. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga
tried to tell us about the industry a long time ago. Niggas wasn't listening.
But salute 250 Ricky, man. Hope it work out for you, man. Let's get over to Boston Richey verse his baby mama. There's some interesting things coming out of this, man. There's some interesting things coming out. He already had snitching allegations, and that fucked up his career. But this one right here might be the nail in the coffin. Now, I will say.
Oh, you
hold on.
You making jokes? You just stuck it right in, huh? The nail in the coffin.
See, you reaching, but I got you because you reaching.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You reaching.
Don't get this right nigga, man.
No, I ain't. I'm talking about with him. He getting hammered and nailed.
Boy. But anyway, what I was about to say is, although it shouldn't be the end of his career, because hey, what you do in the bedroom should not, be a problem with anybody. Like that's your bedroom. So if that's how you play, hey. But for the listeners and the viewers that don't know what's going on, he was getting into it with, I don't even think it's his baby mama. I might have fucked that one up too. I think it's just an ex-girlfriend, actually. Ex-girlfriend. I don't know why I said BM, but I'm fucking all the way up this week with the goddamn. But for the listeners, y'all good. Y'all ain't seeing the graphics.
Pimps fuck up sometimes too.
But his ex-girlfriend, they're going back and forth. It started with him dropping a diss song towards her. I haven't heard the song, but he dissed her, and so naturally she got pissed off, like, oh, that's how you coming? All right. Damn, there go another one. That's how you coming. See, you ain't even catch it, man.
What the fuck?
Because
I'm watching you.
We see how he coming. We see how he coming.
You see I said back. Oh man,
But so she like, okay, that's what you want to do. So then she started dropping some screenshots of some texts.
What?
And
huh?
That shit look.
Man,
That
hey.
shit look, hey man. Hey
Boy,
man,
that
say
hey,
man.
you know what DG would have said, boy.
So
Picks, boy.
I can't remember all the texts, but I know one of the texts she showed was she sent him a picture of this pegging kit, if you will. And he texts her back like, get over here right now. Like he couldn't wait. Like, get over here now.
Hit her with the scorpion, huh? Get over here. Hey, man.
What you doing if your girl send a picture like that of a pegging system?
She's not gonna do that.
I'm saying what would you do in his case? I ain't saying your current situation.
Man, see,
You're
man,
not
I
responding
would
like
have
that,
to,
are you?
I would have to visually and mentally see it in my head, and that's just not gonna happen.
This what I would do. First of all, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is that? She gonna explain what it is, and I'm be like, why the fuck you got that? She gonna explain what it.
She ain't have to do all that with him because
I
he
know.
already.
I'm simply saying,
Yo,
why would your response be get over here now? Who's gonna just respond like that to that? It's gonna be a different conversation.
that nigga.
Anyway, man.
That nigga responded like that.
More power to him, man. I don't know where he go from here, man, but hopefully it work out.
You know where he going. I'll take you to the candy. Hey,
Yeah,
man. You about to go lick the lollipop. Shit wicked, bro.
super.
Teach
But
his own. Whatever you do what you do it well. You know.
hey.
Fuck it. You only got one life.
All right, man.
To
Tell me about
live.
what's going on with this virus, man. Introduce it first, though.
So what we got here? Bum bum bum. So the major international story that we have for today is a health story developing around a Dutch expedition cruise ship called the MV. Let me get this correct. Hondius, if my pronunciation is correct, you know, it's now one of the biggest infectious disease stories of the year. Um, they got at least 8 suspected cases, 3 deaths, multiple passengers have been hospitalized and quarantined. They got international monitoring going on around the way for individuals that were on the ship. The ship had, I believe, I'm good on the mic.
Yeah.
The ship had, I believe, 147 to 170 passengers on that from over like 20 something countries. This particular strand, they said, is what is called the Andy strain of the Hanta virus.
Mm-hmm.
The Hanta virus. So
Mm-hmm.
this strain is supposed to be a rare strain because it can spread through person to person through close contact. So that's why it was such a big thing, because normally it doesn't do that. I believe it says how it spreads. Let me see. Environment, shared air systems, dining spaces, closed human. Because basically you just trapped right in there with that shit. Everybody can get it. They had the patient zero is a Dutch bird watcher, and they said that he may have got it dealing with some rodent infested areas before getting on the ship. Because far as what I can tell, that's where you get it from, like certain fecal matters and
They
shit
said it
like
was
that.
rat shit.
Yeah. So then you got the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and the Center for Disease Control, the CDC. They are now stepping in and they are tracking those individuals. People have been
Are we sure?
isolated.
Because Trump, he put it into them last year. So that's been kind of the concern with everybody. They're like, okay, who the fuck is tracking this? Who's gonna keep watch on this when Trump discontinued them last year?
As of current news, they are the ones who are are doing it. That's why it was such a crazy situation, because it's like at one point everybody was stuck on the fucking ship. You know what I mean? Not able to, get out, do anything. And at another point, it's like, all right, let them go. Which is it's a catch-22. Because now you just sent these individuals out. As I said, that's 20 different countries.
What I
That
said
this
was
can
only like 5 that actually got affected.
the number is 8 confirmed, 3 dead. So 8, 3. That's damn near half of the individuals who caught it that's dying versus what you dealt with the COVID virus. But that's just this particular strain. So, every year they come out with the new strains. It's like Nikes and Jordans. They just regurgitate the shit. You know what I mean? So, everybody that's out there, keep a watch. Stay away from rat shit. I don't know why motherfuckers is playing in rat shit. See what type
Yeah,
of shit happen.
I guess we could go from oh, we good. We good. You there? Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. It looked like we lost Savvy. It's all good, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. Hopefully he check back in. We'll see. But yeah, so yeah, this virus on this cruise ship was crazy. Hopefully it don't turn into like COVID, man. I would hate to see that happen, but they say the people that did catch it are quarantining, and I think it was only about 15 Americans on the ship. But it's a crazy story, yeah, it's not too much to say about that. So let's go from the ship to the airplanes, man. It looked like Spirit done shut it down, man. Spirit done shut the operations down. This story came out of nowhere. They said they ended up shutting down the Spirit Airline, like, just, I wouldn't say out the blue, but it was very sporadic. Like, and I've even heard that there was a young black entrepreneur, or whatever you want to call him, was gearing up to buy the airlines, and for some reason it didn't work out. You know, they there's a lot of things that they're not going to let Black people participate in. That's just point blank. It's just the truth. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. So maybe that could have been it. Maybe they couldn't come to terms with you know, the specifics. I don't know. But it was just abrupt. They canceled a bunch of flights and basically was like, hey, sorry, I know you had this booked for a while, or you had your flight already booked, but we're closing down shop. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I remember some good Spirit days, man. I remember around COVID time, you could get flights for so cheap. I was flying home from Dallas to Atlanta for like $25. It got to the point where it was cheaper for me to fly than to drive. It just made more sense for me to fly. You know, we're talking round trip $50. You know, so they're gonna be missed, man. I know they were, you know, looked at as the redheaded stepchild of airlines, basically, you know. But they will be missed, man. They will be missed. I don't care what anybody say, these elitists, and they, you know, I only fly Delta, I only fly United, you know, they even look down on Southwest. But I definitely was getting those Spirit flights for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, RIP Spirit, man, you will be missed. You will be missed by me for sure. Let's get into this Stefon Diggs situation. This is a interesting one. And the reason why I'm asking was Stefon Diggs being set up is because we have a lot of women, you know, making accusations on successful Black men. Maybe this goes on in the white community as well, but it's definitely a thing in a Black community. Once a man get wealthy, you know, here come the allegations, you know. Oh, he did this to me. Oh, he essayed me. He assaulted me physically. It's just all this stuff, and usually it'll come in the form of a lawsuit, and sometimes, like this situation, it comes in a form of a criminal case, you know. So I think it was earlier last year that this young lady came out saying that as she worked for Stefon as a chef or a cook or whatever, that he struck her in the face and choked her. And so I wouldn't say it went away, but you know, we wasn't really thinking about it much. But then this year, the court case started. So, you know, I don't know if we all thought Stefon was, you know, done. You know, maybe he wasn't done, but I believe, don't quote me, but I believe he was let go by the Patriots. Was it in connection to this case, I don't know. But they let him go. So, you know, from the outside looking in, we look at, oh, he cooked. It's done. You know, he got all these babies by all these different women, including Cardi B. And it looked like he done for. But then this case, this trial started, I believe, this week, if I'm not mistaken, Monday. Or last week, Monday. And the case started and they had the young lady on the stand, and I think the public automatically start discounting this lady's story. She was up there fumbling over stories. The defense was eating her alive on that stand. It came out that her and her lawyer reached out to Stefon, and I forget the number. I think it was like 2.5 million they were asking for, or rather demanding. And they basically was like, were you aware that, you know, your lawyer asked for this money or demanded this money? And she was fumbling. She was like, oh, he tried to offer me 200,000 for this to go away. That's not the question. Did you know that, you know, that 2.5 million was demanded from Diggs? And she just fumbling, oh, I can't answer that question. You could see the judge is getting frustrated with this lady, you know, defense is getting frustrated with this lady. Maybe the jury and the court in whole was just frustrated with this lady. But long story short, it comes out that for one, you know, they were sexually involved at some point in the timeline. And then we see that feelings started to get involved, you know. So once he started seeing other women, or he started dealing with other women, she's naturally started getting jealous, you know. And I think that's where some of these accusations probably came from. I don't know. It's hard for me to believe a lot of these women when we get a lot of these situations where it comes out that the woman is lying, man. She's just telling a bold-faced lie, and that's putting us in a situation where it could ruin our career. It could ruin our face card. It could ruin our image, you know. And a lot of people don't recover from that. So luckily with Stefon, he was able to clear his name. He beat the case. And yeah. We're saying hopefully everything works out for him. Hopefully a team, if not at the time of this recording, the team hasn't picked him up yet. Hopefully he could move on, and hopefully he move a little better, man. You need to lock in with one lady and stop spreading these kids around, man. I think that shit just crazy, bro. But you your own man. Do what you do, you know. It's all on you. But let's keep it in the courts and go to this next topic, man. It looks like the Supreme Court, I believe, has gutted the Voting Rights Act. Now, I will say, I am not the most political savvy person. So I've been watching a lot of videos and reading a lot of articles, and hell, even going to Claude AI trying to figure out what exactly does it mean that the Voting Rights Act has been gutted. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's chapter 3 they just removed. And in layman's term, what I believe it means is that when this was put into place, it was to keep the state from mapping out the voting zones or what have you, to where they could split the black vote up to the point where it doesn't matter. And what that means is, you know, for the most part, in a lot of cities in the South and all over the United States, these voting zones are, well, not the voting zones, the black community is pretty much put in one specific area of the city. A lot of us will say that's by design. You know what I mean? That's when redlining comes into play. So what they could do with that is to keep us from having that huge voting power in that specific area. They split it up to where, let's say the city only consists of 20% black voters. Okay. Or let's say 40% black voters. They could split that up into 4 to where now there's only, what's my math, 10% in each zone. So now that 10% is going up against 90% instead of the 40% going up against 60%. You get what I'm saying? It's watering down the black people's votes. You get what I'm saying? So the Voting Rights Act was to make it to where they can't do that. And that gave us the leverage to be able to have a fighting chance to pick the elected official that we want to have in our community. And this is why they say local voting is what you worry about. I know we all worry about the presidential election and all that, but no, we need to vote in our community is what they push. So the Voting Rights Act, it really put an end to that for them to be able to do that to us. But now, as of what, last week or the week before that, it was passed, I think, over not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, it was pushed through. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean that this was pushed out? I believe it was chapter 3. I think in 2018 they got rid of chapter 5, if I'm not, but if I'm not mistaken. Now we're in a position where our vote is once again going to be watered down. You know what I mean? So those officials we want elected are now in the hands of the bigger percentage of white voters. They don't want the black and brown community to be able to vote for a politician to get in office. They want to be able to control the narrative. So what it looks like is, it looks like they're boxing out the Democrats. And this is important because it's a big thing for Trump that in these midterm elections, the Republicans take over. Now, what that means on the grand scheme of things, I don't know, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do know. But on a more simple level, it looks like the people that we want in office are not going to be able to get in office unless the white voters vote them in. you know, because now our votes are watered down again. So now we got to go all the way back. We got to understand this Voting Right Act. This was from the 60s. This what Martin Luther King and company fought for. You know, what they marched for, what they did a lot to get this into play. And now we're in a situation where they just get rid of it, man. They get rid of it. And it's just sad, man. It's sad. And this is coming from someone, for one, I can't vote because I'm a felon. But I will say I probably can get my voting rights back. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse. But what this has opened my eyes to, this whole midterm election debacle, what it has opened my minds up to is, okay, for the longest, from the Black community, from a huge part of the Black community, they taught us that, oh, voting don't matter. They're going to put whoever they want in the office anyway. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go out and vote because your vote is not going to matter anyway. And I got to say, it may be naive, but I bought into that. So I never in my life voted, even when I had my voting rights. I never ever voted. But now this is opening my minds. It's like, okay, if our vote don't matter, why are they doing all of this to discount my vote? Why is Trump still to this day doing all he can, trying to do everything he could do to, for one, claim that the election before this previous presidential election was rigged, and he feel like it was some fugazi shit going on at the polls and with the votes. He believed like he did win that election against Biden. So he got the votes out of Atlanta, I believe. I believe the whole is conspiracy, tinfoil hat theory. It's believed that is why ICE was in Minneapolis. They were trying to get Minneapolis votes, or Minnesota's votes, to see if there was anything going on with those counts as well, but they were refusing. So it's basically, okay, ICE gonna stay here terrorizing until y'all forfeit those votes. You know what I mean? So they're doing all of this, and while doing all of that, they're also trying to put themselves in a position to where in the midterms, the Republicans can hold it down. You know what I'm saying? They can take over and have the majority, you know, because it was swaying to the other side with this past election. And you could go back to Obama. A lot of states were flipped from red to blue, you know. So it's looking like, you know, it was moving toward a Democratic Party. Now, I will stop and say, I don't know how much I believe in Democrats or Republicans, or you got to be on this side or this side. I don't know. I haven't had enough proof of one being better than the other. You know, I've always went by that term. Hey, left wing or right wing is still the same bird. You know what I mean? So it was hard for me to really say, oh, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. I don't subscribe to any party. I'm sorry. I don't have enough information. Maybe in the future, as I get older, I will learn more about this political scene, and, you know, I'll be able to make a more educated, you know, push at who I want to get behind. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble they basically trying to figure out a way to keep the Republicans in control during these midterms, so when the presidential election comes back around in a couple years, they're saying this could just clear the runway for Donald Trump to try to get another term or a permanent seat in the White House, which I don't know how, I don't know. After we seen what they did last time, they tried to get this man out of the office and they rushed that they rushed Washington, and all those people that was involved in that were what is it? They were given pardons and they're out free living their life now. It's like, I feel like that could be the fuel that they need to try that shit again. So I don't know. I do feel like this is a fucked up situation we're in, and hopefully we can get a new Voting Rights Act proposed and accepted. But we'll see. I'll keep a close eye on it because it's very interesting. But let's get into the last topic before we get up out of here. I don't know if anybody got a chance to check out the Verzuz. The graphics kind of jacked up. It's all good. Let's see, what does this do? No. Anyway, I don't know if anybody got a chance to catch the Verzuz on last Thursday, between French Montana and Rick Ross, but it went down. I missed it on Thursday. I forgot it was fucking Thursday, but the next day I was like, oh shit, that was last night. So I watched it on the playback. And granted, I was a little preoccupied with handling business and everything, kind of having that playing in my background. I was paying attention. And I don't know, man. I don't know what it was about this Verzuz. It just didn't seem as big or as grand as a lot of the previous Verzuz. This almost took me back to COVID Verzuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think they could have did it bigger. I think the only guest they had was Max B, and he was on the stage the whole time. But you would have thought they would be bringing out different artists to come out. Maybe this was like a spur of the moment type of situation, because we heard about this Verzuz week of. So maybe it was, too difficult to get in a position to have other artists come out. But I think that would have been dope if we could have seen Wale, maybe Meek Mill, who else? Maybe some of the singers from Ross's catalog. And a lot of French Montana features. But yeah, it really didn't do much for me. I gotta be honest. It wasn't the. It was cool, man, and a lot of people coming out saying that French won. I believe now they have a poll on Complex website, I believe. I don't know. I have to look into it. But I guess you could vote there, I believe, track by track, maybe. But a lot of people saying French won this. Do I believe French won this? I don't think French won. I think Ross won the same way I went into it. I was like, okay, Ross got this. Ross got too many hits, man. He got too much, and he didn't even play a lot of stuff he could have played. He didn't even play. I don't think he played one feature. I think he played all of his songs. Did he play any features? Oh, the opening track, Wayne. A lot of people think that's I'm Not a Star, but that is not I'm Not a Star. That's actually Wayne's song uh featuring Rick Ross. And it was a it was I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the song. I can't. Hold on. Yeah. It's actually John. That was the song he opened up with, Lil Wayne John, featuring Rick Ross. And it's a portion of I'm Not a Star, but it's not I'm Not a Star. So I know a lot of people getting that. I know it's some nerd shit, some music nerd shit, but he opened up with John. I think that was his only feature that he performed during that Verzuz. And I don't know. I even stopped keeping score. I think after like round 4 or 5, I stopped even keeping score. It was like, I don't know, man. It just wasn't really engaging for me. I hope this is not the decline of Verzuz. Hopefully they could bounce back with a better one next go round. But one of the biggest topics off of this Verzuz was how they feel like Rick Ross was sunning Drake up there. And this was a discussion me and Savvy had last episode, that do we think he's going to play the songs featuring Drake? And like I said, yeah, he's going to. He's been performing them all over and he still plays it, you know. And I believe this will be no different. He's going to play those songs. And he did play a couple of the songs, but this time was a little interesting. He actually said, let's do it without Drake's vocals. And he told the crowd, if y'all want to sing his part, y'all sing his part, but we're going to do it without vocals. You dig what I'm saying? So he did do it. Now, I guess the question that Savvy was asking, is that right or wrong? And like I said last episode, and this was Ross's sentiment, that this is a part of my history. This is a part of my legacy. These songs still mean something. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that come to see me want to hear these songs. So I'm going to play these songs. You know, I'm probably going to alter them, but I'm going to play these songs. So, but anyway, I guess after the Verzuz, they sat down with Ebro, and I think Nadeska was there, but they sat down with Ebro, and they were, you know, the Drake topic came back up, and Ross was basically just saying how he want to see Drake do good. He want the best for Drake. He's not hating on Drake. Basically, like, man, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But then he goes into how when you have the spotlight, you should help the rest of the field or help those closer to you. Like, you're supposed to show love, you know. You're supposed to show love to those around you. And he's basically, you know, because that was, I guess, the reason why he came at Drake in the first place, is he felt like you should have cleared that song for French Montana, you know. So he kind of was coming to French's defense, although French himself didn't put this out there. So we wouldn't even know this if you didn't say something about it. You know what I mean? So, and that's the same thing he did with Wayne. He came to Wayne's defense with Birdman, and, you know, now Wayne, I guess, is okay with Birdman now. I don't know, but now you're still at odds with Birdman. Y'all relationship will never be the same. And I remember when they were tight. I remember when everybody in the industry was running around or running with that Rich Gang movement, Cash Money Rich Gang, Young Money movement. You know what I mean? So Ross really put himself in a tough spot twice now. And let's keep in mind, Ross is the reason that Drake and Meek got back together, you know. And, you know, they did a song, and I believe that was one of Meek's biggest songs, you know. So we know there's some kind of connection there with Ross and Drake. So to go back and then, you know, put that relationship in question with these, you know, like, man, why you did French like that? And even French is sitting right there next to him, like, yo, it's all love for Drake. I ain't got no problem with Drake, you know. But that the Ross like, nah, nigga, you ain't doing what you supposed to do in that seat. And I don't know, man. It was now a lot of talk going around about that, you know, with Ross and everything. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It could have been a better Verzuz. Hopefully they bounce back with another one. But these niggas ain't getting no fuck about no fucking Verzuz, man. Ross living his best life, you know, got all the money in the world, you know, just having the time of his life. And French, more of the same. He just got his dog back after 18 years. You know, he's dating like a princess from Dubai or some shit. Like, these niggas don't give a fuck about a Verzuz, man. So let's get back to the hunger of Verzuz, and let's get some motherfuckers that want to be on that stage and want to compete and make this shit a classic again, man. But yeah, man, that's this week's episode.
Reasonable Clout. We don't need a lot, just a decent amount. It's Reasonable Clout. It's Reasonable Clout.
About 10 minutes now, man. So excuse me for that. But yeah, man, another episode. Y'all gonna have to tune back in next week for Ben Savvy's Word of the Week. Hopefully we get everything worked out on the technical side, and we'll have my dog back next week, man, for episode 16. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media at Reasonable Clout Podcast, on X at Clout and Reason, and on YouTube at Reasonable Clout Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that hype button, and get us in them algorithms. Got so much love for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in every week, and we're gonna keep this thing going until the next time. We out.
We don't need a lot, just a